Hey guys, James Wilson-Taylor here for Rock Sound. It's When We Were Young Festival 2022, and the lads from Motionless In White join me now. Hello, gentlemen. How are we doing?
How many Zooms has it been before we made it here?
I think I'm going to count at least 4. People will tell me I'm wrong on Instagram. It's been a very long time since I've seen you face to face. This is nice, and good to see all you other boys as well, man. This is really, really cool. Let's start with the obvious. We've all waited for this event for a very, very long time. This has got to feel pretty cool to finally be here, right?
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
It is
Just
cool.
got done watching Armor for Sleep, and I'm very happy.
That's a good start to the day right there.
We're also sitting directly across from Jimmy Eat World, and Jim looks fantastic, so this is a fanboy moment right now.
There we
Looks
go.
like a college professor. He's got like a very scholarly look, and I like it.
He's rocking a little tweed today. He's rocking a little tweed, as only
great.
Jim can. It works very well. But no, it's got to be nice as well, because like, I mean, heroes are yours for sure, but also so many of your peers, so many friends on this lineup. It feels like a really, really good vibe today, right?
Yes, it does. We know. Have you run into a bunch of people so far that you know? No?
Give it time. That's coming.
Yeah.
That's definitely coming.
We lurk in the shadows. At least some of us do quite a bit. So I'm one of the shadow lurkers. So if I've seen a bunch of people already, then yeah, it's a lot of friends, a lot of people that are here just to hang out. So it's great.
I like that's the description of you in life, Chris. It's like, I'm a shadow lurker. I just lurk in those shadows around the corner.
Like a friggin' goblin or some gargoyle or some
I didn't
shit.
say goblin. That's you throwing that in there, man. Back yourself. There you go. Congratulations, boys, on the continued success of Masterpiece. We got to say this, man. Like, that's absolutely wild to see just how well that song's done. We know we love the album and everything, but like for real, seeing how much that song's taken off, that's got to be really, really gratifying, right? Yeah.
Yeah, it's really cool. It's #1 now on the rock charts, and it was a slow, steady climb. And every week we were like going back and forth, like just excited to see where it was going to be. And we finally hit #1, and it was very surreal, very cool.
Yeah. It's nice. Does it feel like, because obviously it went down well with your fans who are already there, but I feel like when something like this happens, it's almost like you're building up a new audience in a way. That's got to be really nice to see. And how's it been going down live as well? Has it been becoming a real moment in the set list for you?
Yeah, it's one of those songs now where, like, I think you've been saying it, like, the whole song, people are singing it so loud, and we've been like waiting for that moment, so that's always really cool every day.
I love that so much. Mr. Beersack in the background there as well. There's just waves. And speaking of him, actually, more Trinity of Terror to come, which is another exciting little live moment. Tell me about that, because I mean, we've talked about that before. What a stacked lineup, what a fun experience. But now you're going to keep continuing, and the Bring Me show as well. It just keeps getting bigger, doesn't it?
Yeah. It's rad to see that. I'm taking this from you. Give it to Give
me the.
This thing is like a friggin' 50 cal bullet or some shit.
This is what happens when we do this many Zoom interviews. You forget how weird my mic is.
It's a hand grenade.
Yeah, the Trinity tour went over so well the first time, and then I think the idea was like, let's finally do a tour. Like every time you do a tour, there's always you didn't come here. Why aren't you coming here? Why? We tried our hardest to do as many shows as we can to go to literally everywhere in the U.S. I wish we could take it worldwide, but it's awesome to like do a tour and feel like, okay, we finally hit literally everywhere you could go, every major city. I think New Orleans is like the only city we're not hitting on that tour, so really rad.
They're gonna be pissed.
Been talked about going a bit further worldwide. Is that an option? I speak as someone from the UK who wants to see that.
To take it worldwide?
To take it a little Mr. Worldwide,
maybe someday.
Talked about it. I'm sure.
There's been a shadow dweller conversation.
A little
about
shadow
it
dweller
somewhere.
conversation. We'll get it out of you later. We'll see how that one goes. Guys, is it too early to start talking about what might be coming next in terms of more new music? Like, what's your working process like normally? Are you guys who are always kind of writing, or are you just letting this one breathe? Obviously, you know, fairly recent record. I'm sure you want to enjoy this moment for a bit, but what kind of stage are we at in terms of thinking what may come next?
We haven't really started that conversation.
Okay,
I
fair
think
enough.
there's always like a Dropbox somewhere that has all these demos in it that we will go back through when it's time to write. But as far as like writing new stuff, I think we're trying to enjoy this. Why are you smiling at me? I've actually written the whole new
Give me
record.
the mic.
If we
I
told
need to
you
talk
why,
about you.
Yeah.
We have a joke. My best friend and old bandmate of his who produced the last record, JD, we have a joke because we had only one discussion about what do we do next, when should we do it, and he was like, I think we should start going right away. And now me and JD to make a joke, we're like, well, we got to start writing. Morrow wants the next album out next month, so we got to get going.
Man.
Oh yeah.
Boy gets what he wants at the end of the day.
Yeah.
He gets what he wants. That's what he says, guys.
Look, he's wearing a tracksuit. He commands what he. Yeah.
I did see when he came in the track, so I was like, this is the guy who runs the festival. What's he doing walking around with Alexa of us? It's crazy. Last question before I let you go. I'm asking everyone this. I want to know, with a stacked lineup like this, who would you love to work with that you haven't worked with before? You know, a lot of friends on there, a lot of people you obviously admire. Who would be the immediate picks off the top of your head of like a dream collab?
On this
Lineup on today's bill.
I said earlier, Bring Me. I would love to do some sort of
makes sense.
collab with them. That would be amazing.
Yeah, it would definitely make sense.
Oh man, I don't know.
I mean, top of your head, who are you looking forward to seeing, I suppose?
Well, I'm bummed I didn't get to see Seosin. I wasn't here earlier enough. That's one of my all-time favorites. I did just see Armor for Sleep with Vin. I'm a fan of the classics, so
Nothing wrong with that.
I don't know if they'd want to work with us, but I would want to work with them.
Just don't put yourself down. Say that with your whole chest. It works. I'm taking Armor for Sleep for your good self. Is that going to be the one?
I don't know if that'd be who I want to work with. Maybe just for a fan perspective, but I was going to say Bring Me just because they're just on a different level right now.
Makes a lot of sense. Discuss that at the forthcoming show. That's what we want you to see. Chris, I'll leave it to you to finish.
AFI, Davey Havoc all the way.
I mean, I could see it now, and it would just work so
Or
wonderfully.
Avril, either one, you know? Yeah.
That's like the two flip sides of your band right there. It's a little AFI, it's a little Avril. I think it works very good. That's a
Motionless In White, a little AFI, a little Avril.
If
But
bands
all
needed
for you.
slogans, a good finish, a strong finish. Boys, it's always a pleasure. Have a great show. We'll catch up again soon, I'm sure. All right.
Great to see you.
Motionless In White, everybody.